So I'm normally an advocate for sowing seeds in a more traditional way, popping a seed in the soil and letting it grow. However, about a month ago, I seen on Steve's channel, Dig with Green Fingers, I'll put a link in the description. He had a system, and I know he's quite an advocate for trying out hydroponics. And I've always been tempted to try it, but I've always been a bit scared of it. And this system that I've been sent is more of a smart system. Now, I'm a stickler for sticking to the seed to soil rule. However, this tempted me because I've got a smart house, and this, in theory, looks after itself. So let's unbox it and let's have a look. So this is the LPH MAX system. This one has more of a control panel at the front and it's a little bit more advanced. If you want to have a less advanced one, you know, just switch it on and off yourself. This has timers in it. It actually automatically puts the chemicals in when needed rather than you having to top them up. That's a system I kind of was tempted by because I tend to forget these things with my busy life that I've got. This would be perfect. And for me to have a bit of salad in the kitchen that automatically just grows and tops up the chemicals itself would be perfect for me. So like I said, this is the LPH MAX. So let's open it up. So this is the LetPot smart system in place, and let's lift it up. So it has telescopic light head and it goes pretty high, to be honest. Okay, so we'll take off the lid, and inside it's all the bits I need. So inside we've got some tubing, some sponges that you pop your seeds into, some germination cups and also their baskets, a plug, which you'll need that. We've got plant food A and plant food B. Right, let's get this set up and then I'll get back to you. So I'm going to add the water now to plant food A and plant food B. So I've got a little jug here. Okay, I'll do the same with plant food B. Give them a good shake. So I've mixed them all up fully now, and then what I'll do is I'll add 25 millilitres of this one, 25 millilitres of this one into a 5 litre jug, and then I'll mix it back into here. So let's get that done. The good thing about this is that the front of this system, it tells you the water level as well, and also the brightness, tells you how the pump is moving. And also you can choose between plant and veg, or you can put flowers in because the light changes to different ones. So I'm just setting the clock now so that this is set on a timer, so it'll automatically put the light on at a certain time and turn it back off. And the clever thing about this as well is it also tells you the temperature of the water as well. So this water is now at 17 degrees. But yeah, it regulates everything, and the good thing about it as well is there's an app for it as well that you can set up on your phone, and you can check on your system. As long as you've got Wi-Fi in your house, you can check your system wherever you are on the go on your phone. And yeah, it's really clever. You can turn the lights on and off with it. We'll look at that later on. So now that I've set up the water, let's pop the tray back in like so, and we'll get out the little sponges and baskets, and I'll pop them all in. Now, I'm not a whiz at this at all, so this is the first time I'm trying hydroponics, so hopefully it'll go to plan. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to add all the cups in. So this will be used instead of using soil, and obviously the water will soak it up through this sponge and feed the plants. For once I'm reading the instructions. So apparently that's it. So I thought there'd be more steps, so I'm just going to add the seeds in now, and fingers crossed. I will modify this as I go along by changing the settings a little bit. So the unique thing about this system as well is that you can add plant food A and B to the tank at the back, and it will automatically feed your plants. And that's the clever thing about this system that I like, is that I haven't got to worry about it. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to label all the little cups, because I'm going to forget what they all are, and then I'll record them as well so that I know which plant is which. So I've numbered all these now, 1 to 21, added all the seeds. I decided to go mainly with lettuces and mustards, And I'm hoping then, when I harvest it all, it'll all be in one nice bowl and I can show you all the beautiful harvest. So I'm going to install the LetPot app onto my phone, and that'll be a good way of me checking on all the data and having some fun with this. Okay, so it's now connecting to the router. So it's quite an easy setup, I must admit. All I did was literally turn it on, turn the app on. It found it straight away via Bluetooth. Oh, light's gone out. So I'm loving the fact that this will be another addition to my smart house. So I've got things like automated lights, alarms, everything in my house. I don't want to go too much into details about it because it'd be quite shameful and you'd think I'd be the most laziest person ever, but yes, some of my curtains in my houses can open and shut when they want, so yeah. So I'm also going to add all these little propagation cups, and they basically just leave a little bit of humidity underneath each of the stations. Then once all the seeds germinate, you take these off. So they just give you a bit of humidity and help with the germination. Now I'm not saying that I'm going to completely, divert from growing plants in the soil. But this is an option for people who've got like studio flats. They just want to grow something. They want a little bit of a growing hobby and they haven't got a garden. So if you want some fresh salads in your kitchen, one of these would be perfect. Just pop it in and off it goes. And if you travel a lot and things like that, what a perfect way. Pop it on, it'll turn itself on and off with the light in. And when you come back from your trip, you've got some fresh salads or herbs or whatever you put in it. So I'll just pop on the screen now how easy this is. So this is the screen, and it's got on here that it's connected and it's at 18 degrees. It's got 15 hours of light in per day at the moment set, 'cause I've had a bit of a mess around with it. I've got it set to vegetables and spices, but you can choose it, like I said, to flowers and fruit. I've got it scheduled here. I'm going to change the schedule as well. I'm just messing around with it at the moment. You can choose the brightness and of the lights. So you can turn it all the way down, or you can put it back up to level 8. Auto mode is for the auto refilling. So once I've got the tank set up, I will pop the auto mode on. The cycling pump is on, and it also has the planting days as well. How long have the greens been planted? So we'll put on 0 days, and that should obviously count up. But how clever is that? So I hope you've enjoyed this. This is something new, I will admit. My channel's not going to be all about hydroponics. This will probably be a one-off thing. I wanted to try it. I wanted to share it with you guys as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, in a few weeks' time, we'll have luscious salads here. And I should be ready before anything else is out in the garden. So that's why I want this. This might be an answer for me to have some fresh greens, when I can't have them normally. And it looks after itself, and that's what I love. Like I mentioned before, I'm not a pro on any of these things, and the LetPot has sent me this for me to try it out because I was tempted to buy one a long time ago. Fingers crossed this works out for me, and I love it. But if you want to have more of an in-depth details, there's plenty of resources on YouTube. But go take a look at Steve's channel as well, Dig with Green Fingers. He reviews a few of these. But yeah, I'm loving it. This one though is the smart one, so hopefully, and I mean hopefully, this will be working out for me. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Danny, and this is the Grapevine Garden.